Welcome to SCCM 2016 demo session, dear students. We would be looking at SCCM and its capabilities in this session. Before we go forward, myself, I have about 10 years of professional experience with SCCM and application packaging. I also make sure that you are interview ready after this class, and we would expect you to ask us more questions at the end of the demo by email or by phone number. Our target audience is application packages, Windows administrators or engineering graduates, and if you have a little bit of Windows operating system knowledge, you are welcome to learn this course, and it is really helpful for you to maintain the Windows and infrastructures in your company environment. The course outline is a generic course and that is available on the Microsoft site, and we are also going to provide you this thing. But how does it make difference taking this from us and to our competitors is that we will help you to perform the real-time production activity in the lab environment, and we will explain you all the scenarios and the pitfalls that might occur during production to make sure that you don't repeat those mistakes. This is the course content. First, we'll be going through overview of our SCCM 2016 configuration manager. Then we will be looking at what is a primary site. After installing the primary site, we will onboard all the objects from your AD, that is by using the active discovery method provided by the system. Then we will talk about how to install clients. Then we will also see how to manage the existing hardware and software inventory in your company. Then we'll talk about how to generate beautiful dashboards and reports so that you can impress your management with good reports. Then we will also see about how to deploy software by using both application model and package model. Then how to maintain the security of your company by installing the patches, how to create an operating system, and what are the pitfalls that has to be avoided during creation of the operating system, and what are the best practices for creating the operating system. We'll be discussing about all those things, and later we'll be talking about how to manage the security using endpoint protection and how to maintain the configuration baseline of all the machines in your estate. Basically, how to make sure that every laptop or a desktop or a VDI are having same set of settings, and when somebody changes the setting, how to get it back to the normal in an automated form. Then we'll talk about power management, how to do the remote control, how to maintain your site and make sure the cleanup activities, and to make sure backup is done in a timely format. And we will see how to do that in step by step. What is today's agenda for this particular demo session? We'll be talking about overview of SCCM, how to manage the assets, how to manage the application, how to manage the compliance, how to do the software updates, how to do the operating systems, how can we monitor all these activities. We'll be looking at those. First, let me explain what is the benefits of implementing configuration. The first thing is the most beneficial. You can have a centralized view of your entire estate in a company, and this technology has been around for more than 15 years now, and it is practically a very proven technology, and almost all the companies using SCCM. One of the main features is asset management. What is this asset management? Basically, you would want to know, your management would want to know how many machines are there in the environment, what kind of operating system are they running, what kind of applications are they installed, are those applications licensed? All these information can be collected by using your SCCM, and you can group the list of machines in a single collection, a feature in SCCM to target the deployment to that particular set of machines. We want to deploy applications, right? That is our important agenda. Users need applications to do their day-to-day stuff. Here we can deploy operating systems without user realizing that it's being installed, and making sure those applications are error-free and is compatible with the user machine, and to make sure all the settings and licenses are already configured in that particular application is already installed. These are the features of SCCM where we configure it already and then deploy to the end user. We have something called as compliance management feature. So what is this compliance? The user installs an unauthorized software or unauthorized version of software, and you do not hold a license for that version. The company will automatically find out that this particular machine is having unauthorized version, and we will uninstall it and remediate it with the right version of the application. We can do that with SCCM using the feature called compliance management. Next, what do we have? We have something called a software update. Now, what is the software? Why do we need to do software update? More in Windows operating system especially. actually when you already have a machine with around 10,000, say 10,000, 50,000 machines. And those machines require patches that is released in Microsoft on every patch Tuesday. We have to decide which is the relevant patch that is required for my organization, and we will do the vulnerability assessment, and then we group the list of patches that we need. We download them and we deploy them to our end user machines where configuration manager client is already installed. So this will help us to be compliant and secure our environment with the latest patches so that no hacker can attack our workstation environment. Next, we have something called as operating system deployment. So any operating system that's putting onto your machine, basically it requires drivers, it requires applications. And after installing operating system, you can't ask end user or the local help desk install driver or install the application. So what we do, we directly install them at once while installing the operating. And when we deliver that particular device to the end user, he has all the company approved apps for him to start his work. Now, for all these activities, you will have to monitor every activity that you do so that you can see at what part is getting error or what part is being stuck, and you can go and remediate it in real time. So that particular option, monitoring option, is available with our SCCM. So I hope all of you are clear with the features. Now, let's go into the lab. This is a SCCM server where we have hosted this server in a cloud-based lab. So you can see the lab. So this is our complete Azure lab where you would be creating the virtual machine, SCCM, database, domain, and also client. You can create this machine, and we'll be hosting our entire lab completely on the cloud for ease of use and to try out all the production scenarios. So what would happen when we use Azure to do our lab? You have the scalability option. You will be able to log in from anywhere and start working on your lab. You are not constrained here, but always make sure you also learn an additional technology along with SCCM that you're going to be Azure. So here you will be learning how to create your virtual machines, how to add them to network, and how to configure or integrate them, and how to create an AD. These are all the additional technologies that you will learn, which will be really helpful for you during the troubleshooting purpose. And in the class with that in MindMajix, you will be learning everything from scratch. So you will be capable enough to understand how an organization sets up its SCCM environment right from scratch. So here I have got lab up and running. So I have got an SCCM console. So let me explain about SCCM console. So in this SCCM console, you have something called as administration pane, monitoring pane, software library, assistant compliance. So what is this administration pane? This is a pane on which your admin level activities, that is your infrastructure setup, your site server setup, your client settings setup, you configure your distribution point, configure your management point, your software update point, discovering your resources in your from AD, then updating your SCCM infrastructure. So these kind of many activities can be done using your administration. Okay. So here we have got a site called SCCM.lab.com. We will be using this. We have already hosted a primary site onto this site. We will be able to deploy applications once this site is completed, configured, and the client is installed on the end user machine. Next is software library. Okay, you might ask me why I didn't show monitoring, but once we do software library and assistant compliance, if we come and tell you about monitoring, you'll understand it better. So in the software library, so basically we have to deploy applications, we have to deploy patches, we have to deploy operating system. So all those activities we can do in the software library pane. In the application management pane, we talk about application deployment. Here we have deployed an application called 7-Zip Google Chrome and VLC for a lab purpose, and we also deployed a package. You can see it here. We have deployed a package called Orca, which is a Microsoft package. When we deploy, so we will have to deploy to specific collections, right? So those collections are created in the assets and compliance. So this is the location where we have created the collections where all your company assets are realized in this particular pane called assets and compliance. You have users, you You have devices, so you can see your devices, list of devices in your environment. And you have users, list of users in your entire environment. And you will be seeing how to onboard these users, how to onboard these devices onto a system right from level 0 to level 10. So I'll be showing you step by step what are the potholes, how to miss, what issues could happen in the production. We'll discuss about all those things in the live class. Next, you have something called as device collection. This is the place where you actually deploy the application. So now if I take an option, let's say direct number. If I go to the deploy, I hope I have deployed some apps. Okay, so you can see I have deployed a lot of apps. So this is where you can see if an application is deployed. So we are targeting a specific number of machines in this collection. You can have n number of machines, and we'll talk about all the types of collection memberships and how to use which collection. And I'll talk to you in the very real time sense and make sure that you understand in very layman terms so that you'll understand what scenario you can use which collection so that you can start troubleshooting them, or you can give a quick workaround while creating a collection. After the system, you can also create something called a software midterm. Basically, you can see how many applications are installed in the entire client environment and how many people are using that particular application, how many times a month, so that if any license tab is already available and a particular end user is not using it more than 6 months, you can basically uninstall that licensing app with this information and install it back to the required users so that you have sufficient utilization of licenses. So all those things can be taken care of with software nature. After doing all these activities, you should know that the extent where it is being progressed and if there is any error or it is not started. So all that information can be checked in the monitoring phase. To be more specific, the deployment section. Here you would check about all your deployments, what is the compliance and the success rate. For our demo purpose, I'm going to just show you a current application which we have deployed to this collection, and you can see the status. Click on the status. If you can see the status, you can see which application is which machine is not with application, if it is success, in progress, error, or requirement not. We'll be discussing in detail about all this as well. Now, after all this, you have to send a report to manager, right? So we'll be using something called as reporting. If you go to reporting, you have something called as report. So if you can use web report can be accessed from anywhere. That's the way you're seeing it now. So here you can see the reports that are available for your company. And here you have something called as report server, where you show your entire configuration management list of reports in a different form. You can either fetch reports from either of them. So this, by using all these features of SCCM, you can leverage your knowledge to manage the assets, to deploy applications, to deploy updates, to deploy your operating system in your current environment or in your new job that you are looking forward. Now, next, what is this? Why do I have to learn this? How does it add value to me? So I would like to show you. It adds a good value to the existing resume. If you are an application packager, if you know SCCM and in and out of SCCM, there is higher probability that you are preferred. And if you are already working in a company and looking for a better job prospect, a better role, so this particular technology will help you procure that from your management as well. What certification do I need to have? So Microsoft has prepared all its SCCM certifications, and it has gone towards MD100, MD107, which includes a part of the configuration as well. These are the certifications that is actually different. And how are our projects going? What are we going to do? We're going to build our entire SCCM infrastructure on Azure Cloud, and it's complete hands-on step by step. And we'll be deploying application deployment, patch management, and OSP, and Azure Lab, and everything step by step, and it's completely hands-on. How is our lab set up? As discussed, ours is going to be a complete cloud-based lab, and you will be able to understand how a particular virtual machines are hosted in Azure to set up a SCCM lab environment. What do you get from us? You will be getting some sample resumes. You will be getting, after every session, you will be getting the session videos. You will be getting the documentation, and during the course of the session, all useful references that is helpful for you will be share. If you have any questions, please take some time, connect to us, and we will be able to show you and we will be able to answer all your questions regarding this. I hope you enjoyed this session. Please do get back to us with any questions you have. We are happy to answer. Thank you so much.